What's poppin', Remembers? We are the Remember When podcast, home of millennial nostalgia, Gen Z, and millennial nostalgia. I'm Jose.
Hey, family. My name's Johnny.
And I am Amir.
Hey, boys.
Hey, man.
How y'all doing?
I'm good.
Enjoying life?
I'm enjoying myself right now.
You are?
Yeah.
How was, I know this was a while ago. How was your St. Patrick's Day? Do you guys do anything?
I'm not drinking crazy anymore.
I mean, you did a bad experience. You immediately jumped on St. Patrick's Day drinking.
That's the only thing I can think of for St. Patty's.
Gotcha,
what are we going to do? Eat some potatoes?
Well, I know, like, for example, Mount Holly had the parade growing up. You know what I mean? So, I didn't know if, not that you guys are parade people, but still, I didn't know if you did, an event is what I should say.
I know there were events around. It's just, I don't feel like it. It depends on what the kind of event it is. And I got to have people, or else it's kind of boring because I don't want to go by myself. Hell no. But, usually St. Patty's, I think drinking. I had a horrible experience drinking. This is why, anybody out there, if you just turned 21 in the United States, everybody else out there, y'all got livers. We ain't got livers like y'all. But... So I had a, Mario Party drunk experience, gonna play with my homies. Y'all know who you are. So it was a great time. Anytime you hit a Bowser space or get your star stolen or someone gets a star, you take a liquor shot. Anything else like a red space or something similar, you take a beer shot. I had Jose Cuervo with Twisted Tea as my beer. And I ain't gonna lie, Jose Cuervo's a tequila as my liquor. That was the most violent vomiting experience I've ever had in my life.
How many rounds was it?
Huh?
How many rounds or turns?
Oh, we were doing 15 turns on the new joint, which is a 2-hour kind of game. Which I ain't gonna lie.
Even on the new one?
On the new ones, yeah, because they have a partner mechanic and shit. But
do you know how many shots that is?
Too many, everybody. Too many. If you're fat, you can get away with it. I'm not fat. I realize my body weight does not supply a lot of alcohol. That was the worst vomiting experience of my life. Take it from me. Take care of your bodies, everybody. Drink water. Fuck alcohol. Drink water.
Drink water. Moral of the story, forget St. Patrick's Day, drink water.
Yeah, we need to cancel St. Patrick's Day, bro. You know how many people die of alcohol poisoning every year? Yo, we need to ban it. Prohibition. Bring that back.
We need to ban them gold coins that are chocolate on them inside. Them things suck. That's all I think of when I think of St. Patty's Day. Because I didn't even know it was St. Patty's Day until someone told me, to be honest. I feel like I'm hitting that point where hey, guys, it's Halloween today. I'm like, it is.
Halloween.
I just don't keep track.
Halloween, I'll always remember. Easter, I'll forget. I'll forget Easter.
I don't blame you on that one.
You're going to get flamed family-wise for that one.
That's okay. I'm already flamed. It's okay.
I think for St. Patty's, I'll just watch the Leprechaun series as a tradition.
Ooh, that's what I should have done. That's
what I should have done. Saga?
The whole saga.
1, 2,
Leprechaun goes to the hood.
Goes to space.
The Irish Jason series, basically.
Actually, that's a good way to describe it.
Yeah. Jason goes to hell, Leprechaun goes to hell.
That's kind of accurate.
Both went to space and the hood.
We needed more movies like Freddy vs. Jason, Leprechaun vs. Chucky. Give me some.
Leprechaun. Actually,
my money's on Chucky.
Hey, Chucky's a crafty bastard.
Yeah, but that Leprechaun doesn't die, bro. That Leprechaun doesn't die.
That's true.
Yeah, but what if Chucky has his son with him?
Wait, rephrase. Wait, what?
Y'all remember his trans son?
Oh yeah.
No, I don't know this.
I thought, the way you worded that, I thought you meant, what if he had a son with the leprechaun? I'm like, what the fuck you talking about? Go back and tell me how he didn't word it that way. I was confused.
People. What is he talking about? People.
Rewind that, people, and tell me I ain't crazy. I thought, whatever.
How does that work? Anyway, he had a bride. And he had a son.
So how did two dolls have a child? Tell me about that.
The pinky.
All right, yeah, there y'all.
Yeah.
Thank you. There's y'all education.
Happy St. Patty's Day.
Happy St. Patty's Day, everybody. That's what we're trying to say right now.
That's all we're trying to say, y'all.
Yeah,
Boycott peeps.
By the time this comes out, in 3 different holidays have passed. Oh, God. That's terrible. Okay. Yeah, we're here to talk about Spy Kids 2, not the Leprechaun movies. Yeah, Spy Kids 2, The Island of Lost Dreams, came out only a year after the first movie.
And you could tell.
You can tell.
Yeah,
you can tell.
Definitely tell. I wonder, because I think around the line that the production for the first movie was like 10 weeks. So like the next movie, they had a bigger budget.
10 weeks, really?
Yeah, 10 weeks. I mean, when 90% of your movie is CG, it's like I can see it. And you know what? And that's probably why it's so, cheap to make. They made back their budget. Let's go bigger. Let's go crazier with the Light on the Lost Dreams.
Yeah, and they actually went more adult with this one too.
Yeah.
That has one of the most quotable quotes on it.
Yeah. The only reason a lot of people know about this movie is because of that quote, bro. We'll get to it.
Yeah, we'll get to it. We didn't say this in the first one, but you know what? Spoilers, Ed.
Oops.
Oops. Wait.
Brother,
we try to include
you're gonna stay
timestamps.
late.
Yeah, whatever.
This is one of the movies that you don't give a damn about the story. You gotta watch it. You gotta look at it and just be horrified. Come on, man, look at it.
Don't just watch it.
This movie's using interrogations.
Trying to get questioned about this movie is just as bad as like being like, name 10 Nick Cannon songs.
No, Mary, that's not even fair. Come on.
See, that's what I mean, though.
I was gonna say, yeah.
That's how memorable this movie is. Yes.
It goes crazy.
Other than the God quote, yes.
What?
God quote. But you know what? The beginning of the movie did have probably the most iconic character. The Dangster, bro. You can remember the Dangster? At the amusement park, bro. He's like, yo, hey, guys. Like,
yo.
It's me.
I love how you tried selling that shit.
It's the Dangster, bro. Like, you know him.
He gave me, you remember in Cowboy Bebop in the commercials where it would be like those little like cowboy people in the commercials being like, they're like, howdy, cowboys? Yeah.
Howdy, cowboy. He has a new bounty tonight.
The way you hype that up remind me of Kids Next Door. It's like, the Toilinator. And everyone's like, what?
Yo, and good point. I don't know why these movies remind me of Kids Next Door, bro. Like, it feels like it has that vibe, bro. They kind of like spies.
Yeah. I mean, essentially, they kind of are.
Technically, yeah.
They get,
Which
like,
came
missions.
out first? Who owes money?
Oh, look it up. Don't worry about it.
Sure Spy Kids came out first.
In this one, they officially are like, that's a whole sector. Spy Kids.
Yeah, that's how the movie kicks off. The OSS has a Spy Kids division now.
How much they get paid?
Paid? You're admitting child labor at that point.
Yeah.
Was it this movie or the third where Rudy's like wearing a trench coat?
Oh, I think it was the third one where he has like the piggy bank.
Okay, so he said he was charging $9.99 in the third one.
Yeah, right.
So in this movie, he must be charging like what, $5?
Probably.
Yeah.
Okay.
You don't get paid much. You're level 2.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
It's about the federal benefits.
So I know Kids Next Door came out in 2002. So after the first movie, that's crazy.
Wow. So just narrowly beat it. Oh, so maybe that's how that show got approved, is because they saw the wave that this caused. Pretty crazy to think how one could lead into the other.
Thank you, Spy Kids.
Thank you, Spy Kids, for doing something right.
Doing something.
Yeah, we have the Spy Kids division, the actual kids division of the OSS, and we see that Carmen and Junior are no longer the only kid operatives, that there's a whole bunch of them, particularly Gary and...
Gertie.
Giggles.
Gary and Gertie Giggles, whose dad, Donegan, or what did you call him?
Donegan.
Donegan, who is actually one of the Foogles from the first movie, which if you haven't seen the first movie or don't remember it, look at our previous episode of Spy Kids. Anyways, he is actually one of the Foogles that they ended up rescuing in the first movie. So he's not necessarily a brand new character, but like brand new in terms of like line dialogue and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Who was actually played by Mike Judge. Y'all know, might not know who I'm talking about, but Beavis and Butthead, King of the Hill, he made them shows, bro. And he voices Hank Hill. Come on, bro. That's iconic.
What did the director have on half of these actors?
Yo, how star-studded.
This brother must have been Diddy levels of like information on these people, because I don't know how you got half of these people on here.
You know what? Since he made stuff like From Dusk Till Dawn, which had Danny Trejo in it, he knew him from... Damn, that was like back in 1992.
Love Danny.
Wow.
But that brother's going to do it regardless.
Oh, yeah.
These other people, I'm genuinely curious. You have something.
Antonio Banderas. You got George Clooney. Like, in the third movie, you got Sylvester Stallone, bro. Like, what the heck? Like, who, bro, how? Yo, this movie, you got Steve Buscemi. As Romeo, bro. Damn, man. Or Romero.
Emily Osment, she plays as Gertie, and
Yup.
a lot of you will probably recognize her from Hannah Montana.
Yep.
Yeah,
I'm
she
pretty
was-
sure it was Hannah Montana.
Yeah, she was
right?
like the friend. Yeah.
Yeah.
The friend.
That's crazy because that's just how I remember
What's Hannah
her, too.
Montana's friend's
The friend.
name? Gun to your head.
The friend.
The friend, please.
It's like in the third movie when they called him the guy, just the friend.
The friend.
The friend.
That guy. The guy? That guy.
That guy.
One of my least favorite plot elements also character dynamics gets introduced in here where Carmen and Gary have she has a crush on Gary.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm like, this is like the dumbest thing
It's
ever.
like, he's a bad boy. He's like, oh,
That
shit.
giggles.
Yeah. Oh my God. Can one of you do the laugh, please?
Hell no, I'm not doing that.
God.
Oh no, I got a reputation, bro.
I would have to hear it to do it again, but when Judy did it in the later scene, just
That's the one scene that broke me. I actually paused the movie because I was like, no shine to
because they're
that.
trying to break into like their code, like their personal files, and then and there's like, oh, voice activated code, yo, Junie. Because he's a perfect voice imitator. He talks like him at first and is denied, but then he just does his giggle and it works. Bro, we need that giggle. I need that giggle as my ringtone.
Oh, man. Yeah, we'll listen to it again and try to see if we can replicate it because it's just like kind of like a high pitch, like
That ruined
something
the
like
whole
that.
end of the movie for me. I ain't gonna lie.
Any dang way, we jump into action at Troublemaker Theme Park, named after Troublemaker Studios, and I'm not gonna lie, it actually looked pretty cool. Like they have the logo of the character there.
Mm-hmm.
And fun fact, it was actually filmed at Six Flags in Texas.
Oh, not NJ.
Yep.
Mm.
Not NJ. Well, y'all remember that juggle machine thing? That was pretty crazy.
That should have killed somebody. Should have killed everybody. But we'll let it slide. The physics in this universe works different.
Yeah, I was about to say the helicopter hair was introduced in this movie.
It was.
That's a very disturbing look. I ain't gonna lie.
But it works. Don't think about the physics. Everybody's made out of fucking jelly, apparently.
Everybody
They will
is.
play the scene in reverse to exit people if they fly in. We are talking cinematic history here.
I mean, we need to save money.
Bro, look up the budget for this movie. Swear, look up the budget.
I think I found.
I think this is the $60 million one. It was 30, but like in today's money, it's like 60. I could have
Crazy.
swore it was this one.
Oh, you found the giggle?
I think I did find the giggle.
Found the giggle.
Oh, here we go.
Stop playing it.
He answers one of his bingo questions when he's doing the trivia. You're waiting.
You got it right.
Wait, that was good. I did it good.
I can't do that.
Yo.
So the first
Wait,
fight-
do it again?
No.
I was gonna try.
That's not bad.
Yeah, that's not bad.
You need to play the new Gary, bro. So Spy Kids 1 had a So Spy Kids 1 had $35 million budget. Spy Kids 2 was $38 million.
I'm pretty sure if you double it, that's like today's standard.
Dog, grossing nearly $150 million worldwide for the first Spy Kids. You just quadrupled your
My
money.
question is, where did the money go?
I ain't looking that up, bro. Like,
Someone answer me.
That's like-
If you know the director, where did the money go?
To all these
This is a
actors.
money laundering scheme.
Probably to all the actors. Danny Trejo got like $500.
Yo, you're foul. Yo, put name on, put respect on Unk's name.
No, I love Danny Trejo, but even reading his previous shit, it would be like, yo, everyone got all this money, and then Danny Trejo got like $500 while you
Take this nigga in Starburst.
Okay, at Troublemaker Park. So we'll see. We see that's owned by Mr. Dinky Winks. Whatever. What is his name? The Dinkster.
You better put respect on the Dinkster.
On the Dinkster. And the president's daughter, Alexandra is her name.
I hate that kid.
She ends up going on one of the rides, but she purposely sabotages it for attention. And this leads to the Cortezes and the Giggles competing to go like rescue her. And that's where we got introduced to the Giggles.
Yeah.
Gary and Gertie.
Basically put Princess from Powerpuff Girls as the president's daughter.
Isn't she, I could be wrong about this, isn't she the girl that plays as Cindy Lou Who in The Grinch?
Does she? I don't know. Man,
I need to check because she looked like it.
Yeah,
right?
The face now, I could see it, but with under the makeup, it could be anybody because of the way them noses looking in the Grinch movie.
Bro, I was just focused on that speech Lil Wool tried to give her, and he was like, "Bro, we can work this out," and she was like, "No,
no, not happening,
not happening."
The speech just didn't work. No.
Yeah, and the Gerts are assholes because they take what was it, like the transmooker,
transmooker,
the mook,
transgooner,
so they get crazy. So apparently they pick up like the transgooner. Well, it was like a prototype version. It's like a prototype weapon that is like I think like a mini EMP.
Yeah.
And the Giggles take the credit for getting that, but Junie saves the president's daughter. Then come to find out, the Giggles took credit for saving the president's daughter as well. So, ooh, they're assholes.
That was
well placed. Go ahead and say Giggles one more time.
Just every time they mention it in the movie, that voice needs to be played.
I'll do it every time.
No.
No. Just a hard no from Johnny.
Never.
Also, can confirm the girl that is the president's daughter, she did play as Cindy Lou from
Shout out Cindy Lou.
Shout out Cindy. Yay.
Went small heart to big heart.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, we went from the theme park over to the OSS Awards banquet where, like Johnny said, the Giggles get all the credit for the save. I was waiting. I was trying to resist it.
He's gonna do it.
I'm gonna do it when it's least expected.
Yo, and this is the scene. No, this wasn't the scene with the Magnet Man. No.
Oh, they come busting in almost immediately after because their dad Donegan, the one that got saved or that was a Fugel.
Yeah, that's when they infiltrate the main hall, like the award banquet.
Yes. So they do come in.
They do come in on that, and this is the worst henchman I've ever seen.
Oh, please elaborate, John. Please elaborate.
You will literally imagine, like, you know how like in hotels you have that like the lounge dude who'll just sit there and like, you know how people move in like their crates and stuff. They wear that red with like the yellow pants, like a red vest. Imagine that, but like they got a magnet on their head.
Anything with a chin strap just looks ridiculous.
It does. Like they look like Queen's Guard. Like think that kind of garb. It looks horrible.
It reminded me of the guards from Alice in Wonderland, the movie.
It looks bad, bro.
Yeah, I see that.
That level of goofy.
It's weird because they're magnet men. What are they doing with the magnets?
Can you answer? Can either of you answer? Why did they invade the banquet?
Why did they invade the banquet?
Yes. What do they do?
Someone please tell me what the purpose of these goons were. Because technically it doesn't matter.
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Technically it means nothing.
They were trying to steal the transmooker device.
Yeah, but what are they doing?
Who was their boss?
You see, that's what I was confused on too. If it was actually Donegan and he was just using it as like a cover up, right?
But if you control it, why?
Well, Donegan himself doesn't control it. He's just the head of the OSS. The president is the one who was like freaking out about the transmooker.
And they had Buscemi, and that was he had contact with Donegan. So
right.
Why hunt Buscemi?
The plot doesn't make sense. Logic in Spy Kids. This is why you're getting confused. You're trying to find logic in a baby movie.
This isn't a baby movie.
There's
a big
layers.
baby movie.
It's complex. It's
big baby movie.
A big baby.
This is serious.
I'm a big baby.
This is serious. This has serious questions, bro.
Yeah.
Do you think God stays in heaven because he fears his creation?
Why they get so deep for that, bro? My man literally took off the glasses and delivered that. He said, "You think God stays in heaven because he's afraid of his creations?" I was like, "Why we get biblical?"
Meanwhile,
bro?
if you look at his creations, they're just like CGI, like gummies. I don't know.
They're monstrosities. You know, catfish. What if it's actually a cat and a fish together?
Nigga, if I saw cat dog on the island, I wouldn't even be surprised. In its own cartoon style as well. Totally different. This
man's a mad scientist. If this was realistic, he would have got what he deserved, bro. He's trying to play with species. He's literally trying to play God.
Well, that's why he said the quote, because he sees himself as God.
Mm-hmm. You know what? That's why he's a deep character. You don't know if he's really good or bad. He's morally gray in a way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You give me a scene of 5 minutes of free falling, and then Buscemi just comes out with that quote.
Jesus. Yeah, that's basically fast forwarding from the banquet. What happens? Junie gets fired.
Yeah, Junie gets fired because he fucked up the mission.
Then rehired.
It gets rehired literally in less than 24 hours.
Then rehired.
Yeah,
well, they had to hack their way in and reinstate him, and then the I was about to say gurgles, the giggles go on the mission to like the island. That's where the actual transponder is, not the prototype. So now you get the actual one, and then they're like, what if we sabotage the mission and make them go to fucking the desert? Which is, they do that. And then they reinstate Junie and Cartman, and now they can go to the island instead. I ain't gonna lie, even as a kid, when I watched like the third movie for the first time, I kept calling this man Judy. It's ingrained in my brain.
I'm not gonna lie,
Judge
I
Judy.
think I did call him Judy as well.
I don't hear the NI.
Yeah.
It's hard to hear, but we're probably just dumb.
Yeah, we are.
Dyslexia.
Yeah, it's okay. Dyslexia. Every child's autistic. It's okay.
Yep.
Eventually now they make it to the point where now Cartman and Junie go to the island to try and get this transponder. Meanwhile, the Gurgles, they initially get to the gate. I said the Gurgles, not the Giggles. But I'll do it anyway. Like they eventually go to the desert where they get covered in like camel dookie. It was a great scene. Even had camel dookie in the
That was nasty.
Yo, and the teeth
Gary
was
and Alton
crazy.
and I'm surprised he was so casual about just going, puh. I'm like, you had caca in your mouth. You had caca, bruh. That's nasty.
It's pretty disgusting. I'm not gonna lie.
What's that movie with the deer and the doo-doo that we covered?
Oh yeah, Hey Crazy Nights.
Yeah, this is the inspiration, bro, for that scene.
That was such a crazy scene.
I don't want to think about it.
I burned that out of my memory, bro.
I didn't. Fuck y'all.
No,
You gotta go watch that. That's another episode of ours we cover.
Mears loves living in poop trauma.
Yeah.
Y'all made me watch this.
We love making Amir
Great
watch the
cinema,
finest
apparently.
things ever.
It's beautiful.
Mhm.
But yeah, so now it's all a big chase. The Spy Kids versus the bad Spy Kids. Who's gonna get the transmorger? Fuck
The
it.
transgooner.
The transgooner. Who's gonna get the gooner first? Who's gonna goon? And then on the island, yeah, that's when they meet Romero, the God man.
Yeah.
God himself.
Shout out
Romero.
Buscemi.
Shout out God.
Shout out Bushwick.
Bushwick.
Back on the parent side of things.
Oh yeah, the parents are in this movie.
Yeah, the parents are in this movie.
Yo, that's crazy.
We see Gregorio. He's disappointed that he didn't make it as the director for the OSS Spy Kids division, and him and his wife are talking. She decides to bring up like, hey, it's crazy how we never really got that blessing from my parents, so they're actually coming right now. And he's like, are you serious right now? Like, crazy how I'm out of town. Did not want to see them at all. Then they get a sign, or they get notified about Cartman and Junie leaving for that mission. They said, oh, we got to go save our kids. And then we get introduced to the grandparents.
Yeah, grandparents.
They really don't play too much importance in this movie, but the grandfather plays relevance, and I wouldn't say an important role, but like a relevant part in the third movie.
I ain't gonna lie, he was a necessity in the third movie.
You think a necessity?
Cortez.
Oh,
Professor
actually,
X.
Yeah, he was a necessity.
Yes, really thinking about it, I agree with you.
We'll talk about it. Junie sucks.
How many names are we going through?
Yeah,
Too
we
many.
meet the grandparents. We meet the
Yeah.
grandparents.
Grandparents.
And they unwillingly allowed them to come with, and well, actually they should have told them that they can't go, but then they just still showed up anyways.
Yeah, they
the
showed up like
grandparents.
what, mid submarine dive? Like literally mid
Yeah,
submarine
the
dive.
dad, I forgot what he was about to go do, but he opens up the window and it looked like a Lunchables commercial at that point, bro, because his hair it went like, ah, like, it was like,
it was the outward.
yeah, I don't know what it is about that time period with the 2000s, but it was just, yeah, he gets this like shocked reaction that he sees the grandmom right there, and then the grandparents, they come in. But anyways, they're in there. That's what we're trying to say. They are in the movie.
Yes.
They are in there. They're trying to find their kids, and eventually they make their way to the island.
And they do play an important role. Initially, they put trackers in their kids' teeth, but then the kids were like, nah, we can't. Because the special thing about this island is that with that transgooner, that thing is pretty much an EMP through the whole island, so no gadgets work. So they think, oh, if our parents come here and find us, they're not going to be able to get any help because they're going to be stuck inside with us. So they rip out their teeth, GPS trackers, and then Grandpa's like, Junie still wears that charm, right? Yeah, oh, perfect. It takes out his USB. This is a tracker I can add a voice put on him. Hey, the spies? It's okay to track your kids. You're a spy. It's I. Track your grandchildren. It's okay. It's perfectly fine. It's okay. Grandpa plays an important role, bro.
Why did you?
What?
Why'd you give him that voice?
Because that's what he sounds like.
Okay.
Yeah, go watch the movie, y'all. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong. I dare y'all.
And as they're on their way to the Transmooker store, Gary and Gertie, it's a race to the totem, to the item. I don't know, it's a little bit of Indiana Jones type of vibes, if you want to put it that way.
It's something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's something.
Whole island infested with like botch creations, pretty much just cross creations between like, oh, spider monkey.
That was the rock monkey. That's what we're calling it now.
The rock monkey.
Yeah,
the Scorpion King.
The Scorpion King.
The Scorpion King. But it's like you got those animals. There's like tombs. It's like you get it's not really. There's not really much Spy Kids. It's like Spy Kids.
It's like, more like Adventure Kids, I guess.
Adventure Kids. Like this is like Indiana Jones.
Yeah, we needed this so Uncharted could be released.
I guess. Yeah, there we go. Uncharted ripped this off.
And Tomb Raider.
And Tomb We're done.
Spy Kids was the OG. It's like Soulja Boy, bro. It's foundational.
Without them, we wouldn't be the universe.
But
the Earth.
We wouldn't have Google without Soulja Boy.
We wouldn't have half the PS2 games that we got without Spy Kids too.
For real, bro. Come on, bro. Sly Cooper. You need to look back on Spy Kids, bro. You see the inspiration.
One of the best creature creations in here is literally a flying pig, which ends up coming in and does like a 5-second roll. It literally comes in and it steals the Transmooker and flies it even further away.
There was another one they did. I think it was one they pointed out. It was horsefly. Literally a horse and a fly with a horse with a fly head.
Or the bullfrog. That was crazy.
A
literal bull just going ribbit.
So many good creations. And like this movie just I think in like the first Spy Kids, I said like Clash of the Titans. This movie literally feels like Clash of the Titans.
This actually does.
You got them skeletons in that tomb that come out. And it's like, I think at first I'm like, that's CG. Is that stop motion? No, that's definitely CG trying to mimic kind of stop motion, it looks like, until like, then it gets too animated. But it's like you got skeletons, you got all this, you got the damn Scorpion King with the versus like the fucking sea serpent and shit. I'm like, this is so like fantastical. This ain't Spy Kids, bro. This ain't.
Can you imagine if the skeletons look like the original Pirates of the Caribbean?
That'd be kind of badass.
Bro, that would look horrifying.
That'd be badass, dude. I'd be like, hell yeah, this is
different. Mind you, everything's like Green Room. So, like, the background, everything looks off. It's just uncanny valley, crazily.
At least the house in the first movie was real. Everything else... everything in this movie is literally like, you're watching a video game, bro. You're watching a video game. And the third movie is going to be even more so. But but like, this is just green screen city, baby. You want practical? There's some practical, but it's green screen city. If you're a kid, you're not really going to notice maybe too much. But as an adult, you see the cracks.
Definitely. And towards the later end, this, I guess, arguably the climax of the movie, both families end up making it to the island. Mr. Donegan, Mr. Giggle himself, and the Cortezes, they end up coming over to the island. And ends up being a square off against the dads.
Yeah, this epic fight scene that we've been waiting. Badass spy versus could be a badass spy, and it's the worst fight in the whole goddamn series.
Yo, tell me y'all peeped that one line when the wife, she was like, "Do that one move I showed you last night," and they were like,
they all look
at it. Like the suplex. And then that was his like, not even actual finisher, but
takes
yeah.
off the opponent's pants.
You're right. You're right. Honey, thanks.
Not that one. Not that one.
Just bends over Donnie and be like, hey, get down.
What killed me in the end was when that brother reached for the transgooner and was really setting up to like laser beam these niggas like it wasn't an EMP alone. What was he about to do?
He was gonna kill. Yeah, because he said, "I'm gonna destroy the Cortez
brother turned
family."
into a Green Lantern and it was like about to mirror beam the grandparents. I'm like, what's happening?
And then the dad,
I thought it was an EMP.
It's supposed to destroy everything. Apparently, they said it was supposed to destroy like the Earth potentially, like type shit.
Why would you use it? Why would
I don't know, bro. Like maybe it's, you use it somehow, bro. It's like just
if I can't have the transgooner, no one can.
Reverse engineering.
With the Green Lantern, I just picture him going, and in darkest night, and in darkest night, and in the darkest night, in the darkest night, kill the Cortezes, and
bro,
just rip.
The device, when he just was holding it like it's charging up a laser or something, it just reminded me of like what you said, Power Rangers. It just reminds me of like some beam some evil villain would have in the middle of their chest. Yeah.
Just let it rip. But yeah, it's literally a terrible fight. The dads, they both, they're weak, they're pathetic. They say headbutt each other. They're like, ugh. You know. Again, these sound effects, bro. Bonk. I don't know. Yes, literally. It's just imagine bonk. That's like, oh my god.
Yo, whenever like Gertie, whenever she would do the punch, like it's literally the most generic, like literally like a fucking like fan made shit. You would use this sound all the time. Like, bro, come on.
No, literally the first time I heard it, I was like, why do they have like a mini atom bomb going in between their fists? I'm like, it'd be like an actual explosion anytime they bumped. I'm like, that's so over the top. Like, honestly, you didn't even need to add a sound. It could just...
It reminds me of like the sounds from like the OG Spider-Man games. You know what I mean? Like how you punch him. That's what it reminded me of. Just repeated use of the same audio.
Just pow comes on screen. Pow, bop. Kabloom.
Ka-chow.
Ka-chow.
Oh gosh. Yeah, that's the giggles and all that. So the president actually ends up showing up with his daughter, and she ends up just, I don't know, devaluing the giggles, the wiggles, whatever they're called.
Yeah, it's like, oh, shut up, man. I'm gonna hear that at night. Yeah. Yo, that's terrifying. like now the giggles aren't level 1, they're level 2 now. Well, actually, no, they're just told the fuck off. And now Junie's level 1, but Junie's like, I think I'm gonna quit the spy life. And quits the spy life.
Yeah, like the age of 10.
Yeah.
I'm just like, yeah, no, I don't need this anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He's retiring from the os.
Los sueños.
Los pollos hermanos.
Junie gets a mini spider monkey too.
Yeah. You remember his bug robot that died in like the first 10 minutes or so? Like,
yeah, I forgot that. Ralph, I think was his name. I think that was it.
I thought it was
just Bug Boy.
Did they release a toy about it?
Maybe, probably.
There's no way that they didn't.
I remember something being a toy, and I remember it was bug related and being popular after this movie.
That's probably it. It kind of looks like a gecko.
It would be a popular toy. They definitely made it for toys, and then just kill it off within like the first 20 minutes. Like they didn't really do nothing with it. It's pretty sad.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, that's pretty much the end of the movie.
That's it.
Yeah. Like the mutant animals are, they're chilling now. Things are good on the island. The dad, he ends up getting promoted right to the director position right there on the spot by the daughter, by Cindy Lou Who. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the family. They're good. Everything is just happy ending for the most part, and then we get a concert in the credits.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Yay.
I'm not gonna lie, I fast forward through it. Like I saw like the first 10 seconds, I was like, this is crazy. And then I didn't care after that. Yeah, I really did.
Better man than me. I saw credits and I clicked off.
It's just blood leaking out of your ears. It's like, I gotta turn this shit off.
Slightly dizzy.
And the Dinkler ends up trying to make that island into like a zoo.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Or like that's like I think also in the end credits, if I'm not mistaken, he tried like locking out a business deal. Yeah. That's Spy Kids too.
Yeah.
It was definitely a sequel to a movie called Spy Kids.
There was kids that were spies.
I ain't gonna lie.
Were they spies though? In the first 20 minutes of the movie.
You got one that's active.
Yeah,
and one
like this movie's 6, bro. Like I like the first movie because it's like spy. It's what it is, Spy Kids, and it's like crazy spy shit that family will love. In a way, I like this movie. I would like this movie more if I'm under the influence because the amount of like the CG, like there's just random scenes that I just bust out dying laughing for no reason. Like it was like a scene when there was like one where there were helicopter cars. It's like limos, but there's like helicopters on top, and I'm like, what the fuck am I looking at? And then there was another scene where Donegan was in a helicopter and it just zooms in on his face, and he's like, I'm like, what the fuck am I looking at? Like this is goofy. It's not really Spy Kids. It's Indiana Jones meets Spy Kids.
It really is.
Bootleg Tomb Raider. That's pretty much it.
And you said just straight up 6 out of 10?
Yeah, 6 out of 10. It's a fine, watchable. I could watch it again without getting pissed. You can watch it with the family.
It's crazy. I remember loving this one growing up. And I think it's because of the hybrid creatures that were in it and all that. But as an adult, I mean, not even just because it aged. It's just like you were saying, what is the actual plot?
I'm confused.
I literally had to puzzle it as an adult, as I was watching it. So there's no shot I knew what it was as a kid. I was just like, oh, they're on the island and there's cool creatures, Yeah,
it's like, well, yay.
Yeah.
This is like monkey, yay. Avengers if someone real special was behind the credits and the writing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because you got Donegan, Giggles or whatever the hell.
Yeah.
He's in control of the magnet people. And there's literally a scene where it's like, have you found the doctor yet? It's like, no, not yet. We're still searching. Great. Find him immediately. Meanwhile, he has full contact with Buscemi. Yeah. What are you doing?
Yeah.
What are you doing?
And you got these magnet men that literally just get taken out by the fucking magnet men.
The helicopter that comes by and seeing that animation had me in tears when all the magnet men were like,
that's why I'm so confused. Why the fuck are they magnet men? What's the point? What's the point?
I don't know. They
had dudes with guns.
They
man.
had something crazy about electronics in this movie. The fact that the whole thing is just about an EMP.
Right. That's true.
It's plus.
It's not even a great EMP. That island was small as hell. All I remember about that end was the after the girl messed with the machine and then apparently it didn't work. I'm like, okay.
This movie's something.
Okay.
This movie's definitely something.
What's your final rating, Amir?
A 3 out of 10.
Oh wow, that's
Damn,
brutal.
It dropped. Shit.
Yeah,
wow.
I wouldn't rewatch this movie at all.
I give it a 5.5 out of 10 because I do think it's again tolerable. I don't think it's all that bad. As an adult, yeah, is the plot nonsensical? I agree with that. Definitely agree with that, but I don't think it's. It was I didn't want to turn it off. We've watched movies where I wanted to turn it off, but this one I was just
This is my least favorite Spy Kids movie.
I can see that.
Yeah,
yeah. You know what? For the trilogy, yeah.
Yeah, this is bottom for me.
I can see that.
Yeah,
it's not trash. Let me clarify that. 3 out of 10 is not trash. 1 out of 10 is trash. But this is definitely it's approaching.
It's starting to smell. It's starting to smell.
Yeah, something stinks.
Oh man,
there's a dirty diaper in here.
There's a dirty diaper in here. That wraps up Spy Kids 2.
Yeah,
and the kids they continue the adventure on into Spy Kids 3D.
Yeah, boy.
Whoa.
Get your red and blue glasses, folks, because we going in to the 3rd dimension.
We're going to the 3rd dimension next time on Remember When. You see, we need a narrator. I want a narrator for that.
We need that Dragon Ball Z dude.
Yeah.
Will the Remember When crew actually like Spy Kids 3?
Well, he just breaks mid-character. He's just nah, this movie's trash, man.
I want a black movie outro where it just has a still image of the person. It's Amir went on to hate the next episode. Johnny started telling Craig. Jose's Instagram popped off and he got canceled.
All right, well, that wraps up this episode of Remember When. Thank y'all so much for listening and watching. We appreciate y'all so very much. And if you haven't done so already, check out Spy Kids 1, all right? And before we move on into Spy Kids 3D, see y'all next time. Peace out, Remembers.
Family.
Remember When is a Sweet Recording production. Check them out at suiterecording.com.
Intro and outro created by our very own Johnny.
Subscribe, listen, and remember to review wherever you are on social media. Thanks for listening.